What's this crazy story that I'm talking about here? There was a man who was arrested who had what the ATF, law enforcement, everybody calls an illegal storage of weapons. Now, I want to preface this because I think it's important for everybody to know, including people who maybe aren't as familiar as the Second Amendment, as most of us are here. There is no gun law that is constitutional. Period. And the ones that are extremely bad are the administrative ones. The government telling the people that you can't have this kind of weapon just because we don't trust you with it. It's not a person who is out shooting people every day. These are normal citizens who they're saying we don't trust you with them. And that's what today's scenario. It's got a little bit of a twist on it, which is honestly kind of stupid of the guy, but I think it's important for everybody to understand that. Here we go.
It is an arrest that highlights the importance of see something, say something. Investigators say an anonymous tip led them to search a home in Totowa, New Jersey, where they uncovered a cache of weapons hidden inside. The items seized, enough to arm a small militia. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson has more on the father and son who were arrested.
It looks like enough military supplies to carry into a conflict zone. But these high-powered weapons, along with a huge collection of knives, were discovered inside this home on Lincoln Avenue in Totowa.
I was in shock. I never would have expected that anything to that magnitude would happen in Totowa.
So look, I'm legitimately being serious. That may be a lot of guns for some people. I know a lot of people here in Texas that have 4 to 5 times that amount, and I imagine a lot of you do. That is not an outrageous amount of weapons. That's not an outrageous amount of mags. That's not an outrageous amount of knives. That is someone who is an enthusiast. Just because somebody has a lot of guns or a lot of knives or any of that stuff doesn't mean that they're dangerous. I mean, we could take this and we can apply it to 40 different things. Who here has a liquor collection in their house? How many bottles do you have? Oh, you've got 45 bottles of different kind of liquor? You must be an alcoholic. You must be a drunk. No, maybe that's just one of their hobbies. Maybe they like to try different kind of liquors. Ever heard of wine tasting? Ever heard of a wine cellar? Oh man, you got a whole wine cellar? Dude, you must be the worst drunk in the world. Stupid.
The illegal weapons were found in a crawl space and included 129 fully loaded magazines. Canines also discovered explosives. The owner of the weapons is identified by police as 35-year-old Kyle Arena. Cops say he has a photo on his Facebook posts with a person pointing a gun out of the window of a car. Neighbors were stunned to see such a big haul of weapons near their home.
That's very immature stuff. Not appropriate. That's a behavior that I don't think is acceptable. You know, so those are dangerous weapons.
Beside arresting the son, police also took 66-year-old Felix Arena into custody for making terroristic threats, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. He was back in this home today shouting obscenities out the front door. The situation has rattled many residents of this usually quiet town in Passaic County.
I couldn't believe it. That's just crazy, man. What's he, starting his own army or something? I don't know. I mean, I don't think the father had nothing to do with it. I think it's all the son.
Police got a tip via email.
So essentially this guy got red flagged. Now look, I don't know about the explosives, the terroristic threats, any of that other stuff. I didn't see explosives in the pictures that they showed. If they found them, I imagine they would have showed them. I'm not going to comment on that stuff because that's not what this is about. This is about administrative laws. This is about being red flagged. Now, this guy was kind of stupid in terms of his social media posts. Like they said in the news story, he has video of him pointing a gun out of his window. That's just dumb. It's just stupid. If you're someone like that, you're probably going to be next. And we see it all day on social media. Oh man, let me show off this Glock with the switch I got on social media. Dude, you're getting a knock on your door. I don't agree with it, but people have to be a little more smart with the presence of the government looking at you. Now, there is one question that I have in regards to this. Did the guy commit a crime with his guns? Not an administrative crime, a crime. Did he go rob a store? Did he go shoot somebody in the face? If the answer is no to that, what right does the government have to say, you know what, you've got too many guns? You got too many mags. Oh my God, they're loaded? They have zero right. Zero right. But that's the world that we live in today. And the reason why it's like that is because lawmakers continue to compromise on our Constitution. If we're going to compromise on our Constitution, we should have none. Throw it out and let's just do the Wild West. What's the point of something that we're supposed to stick to as America if we have people who are willing to negotiate on it? Are you willing to negotiate on your First Amendment? Oh man, you can't say that. Now, I believe that the First Amendment and the Second Amendment are two and the same in terms of consequences after you do something dumb. Like if you shoot a person not in self-defense, you're going to jail. If you yell fire in a movie theater, you're probably going to get charged. Now, does that mean that we don't have the First Amendment or the Second Amendment? No. Shall not be infringed, but why not just leave it as a response to people doing bad things versus being preemptive, saying, we don't trust you. We don't trust you with your words. We don't trust you with your guns, so we're going to put in regulations. Fuck that. It's un-American and it's unconstitutional. That's it.